I wonder, just how handsome is this officer with the clear-eyed gaze that...
Wait here. We need to make sure it's safe.
We are stronger together. Support each other. And fight as one. Begin the advance.
Let's go.
What could possibly drive you to charge so recklessly into the fray?
The enemy officer has been defeated. Looking rough. Let's go.
Take this! Take this!
Looking rough.
Take this!
The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is ours.
My power alone is insufficient for a comeback.
Let us join you!
Looking rough.
Perfect timing. I was looking for an opportunity to test my new tactics.
Take that! And open. Now. Looking rough. Time to act. The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is ours.
This appears to be as far as we go.
Now's our chance. Begin the ambush!
We should hold here.
Halt! We must assess the situation.
I'm falling back for now. I must leave the rest to you.
Take this! Take that!
Is this the end? I'm glad you're here. I was actually getting a little anxious.
Time to act.
Good eye.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Time to act. Bear with me.
End this here. This is here. Got you. End this here.
Looking rough. Time to launch our attack is at hand. Everyone, lend me your strength. The enemy officer has been defeated.
There we go.
Gracefully here. I can't help but gaze
The
at
enemy
your
officer
feet.
has been defeated.
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
So you've come. Sorry, but your help is needed here.
This is as far as we go. I'm afraid I must retreat.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Got this.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Rough. This is tough. No matter how you slice it.
Unprepared charge into enemy ranks will be the end of you. Strength was not enough.
true warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
Here we go.
Time to launch our attack is at hand. Everyone, lend me your strength.
The enemy officer
Retreat for
has
now.
been defeated.
Rest assured, payback awaits you.
Captain Quick seemed to have recovered. Even so, the next steps will be crucial.
Have to redouble our efforts.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
The end?
Here's the resistance is futile. Looking rough. Appears the resistance is futile.
It's time to prepare. We must all work together.
Rough.
Let's go.
Just the right time. Quickly, lend us a hand.
Thank you for your help. I will repay this debt.
It's your turn. I am glad you're here. I was actually getting a little anxious.
I have crushed this enemy officer beneath me. Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
Perfect timing. I was looking for an opportunity to test my new tactics.
This should be good.
You are no match for me! Finish it! This will do it. Take that!
Let's end this.
How could I?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I cannot fail. For the sake of those who believe in me.
They say Lord Huanggai is close to the shop. Looks like Lord Zhou Yu's busier than ever. I sure hope he's not tired.
We need you to join the attack on Lujiang as well. We don't expect it to be an especially difficult battle, but if we don't deal with this properly, these fights could continue long into the future. Ever since Sun Ce died, fear has been brewing throughout the kingdom, and even within our own ranks. The rebellion in Lujiang is being fueled by Cao Cao's meddling. But it never would have happened under Sun Ce's leadership. We must put out this fire before it spreads any further. The future of Wu is at stake. It might not be worth much coming from me, but there is no need to worry. Lord Sun Quan is a fine leader of the House of Sun in his own right. While he may not have the bravery of Sun Ce, he is both wise and decisive. It seems he is stumbling under the weight of his new responsibilities at the moment, but I know he will stand strong and become a pillar for Wu. What purpose does a subject have without faith in his leader? That is the way I see it.
It is indeed very unfortunate that he lost both his father and a brother, but he cannot expect to lead if he continues to be so timid.
Lord Zhengzhou, you may wish to speak a bit more softly.
I must speak loudly if I am to be heard.
If you doubt our leader's ability, you should close your mouth and raise your banner in revolt. That's what I would do.
If you lack the conviction to challenge him, keep it to yourself, Zheng Zhao. Nothing's more useless than a retainer who offers only compliments.
I did not intend to sow doubt. But as it stands, Lord Sun Quan is the leader of a kingdom. If he doesn't get a hold of himself soon, there will be trouble. Hopefully, the next battle will be a turning point for him.
Despite what he says, I get the feeling that Zheng Zhao is more worried about Lord Sun Quan than any of us.
Yes, true loyalty can be a difficult thing to perceive. Be that as it may, we are only officers in the House of Sun. It is not our duty to meddle in our leader's personal affairs.
Very true. There are some things that Lord Sun Quan must face himself. For now, we should keep our thoughts to ourselves and prepare for battle. That is the best way to express our devotion to our Lord.
Lord Han Dong does so much for such little recognition, he deserves a much loftier position. Not one time has Lord Zhou Tai...
Time to act.
Let's go.
And open. Take this!
Yes! Looking rough.
The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is now. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Looking rough.
For a good old fight. Get ready! Take that! Now, this'll go. On my way. Time to act.
Looking rough.
I will break you, Hunter Jack. Take that. Take that. Take that. Goodbye. Time to act. The enemy officer has been defeated.
You sure know how to fight.
see Lord? Everyone is uneasy after what happened to my brother. It's times like these that I need to hold my head up high. I know very well that neither he nor father would ever give up and lose heart. Thank you. It really is heartening to hear you say that. Both my father and Suha would valiantly lead our forces into battle to claim victory with their own hands, surviving the world at its worst. That is what brought our people under their command. Simply being born into the Sun clan is not enough to earn their respect. The leader of the Sun clan must prove their strength. And right now, our leader, my brother Chuen, is struggling. This means that I will have to lead our troops into battle in his place. In times of trouble, family is the one thing we can always rely on. I'm really going to have to be at my best.
Lord Sun Quan, you look rather discouraged.
Oh, Taishitsu. The moment word of my brother's death began to spread, a rebellion broke out. Even my inner circle has begun to lose faith in me. I'm sick of constantly being reminded of my own inadequacy. If only I were more like my brother, then I would be able to quell their fears.
Lord Sun Swa certainly was capable of that. He was a great man. Perhaps that is the best way to describe him.
I have to win our next battle to prove my strength. If I am unable to do that, the warriors of Wu will never accept me as their leader. That duty is weighing very heavily on my shoulders. Now I understand the burden that my brother and father had to bear.
If I may, Lord Sun Quan. There are men under my command who know only of horses, and others who do nothing but read. Some can barely hold a sword. And yet, they are all excellent soldiers, with skills that can be put to great use in battle. Each of them is invaluable in their own way. The same principles applies to the differences between you and Lord Sun Swa. You cannot become Lord Sun Swa no matter how hard you try. So you should do things your own way, to reveal your true strengths and abilities. What we as subjects want is not the man that Lord Sun Swa was. We simply want a leader that is worthy of our loyalty and service. Perhaps I've said too much. I will leave you now, my lord.
My own strengths. You have your own strengths and skills. You were right, brother.
They say Lord Huanggai is close to the Shan Yue. Rumor is that there are...
It's amazing how the survivors manage to carry on, and they handle so much. We're only surviving because my husband is out on the battle.
Got a quiz for you. Lord Wen Shao loved him.
They say some officers...
Another fight? Then it won't be long before the base at Chai Song.
Is this really a battle we can win? If Lord Sun Jian and Lord Sun Shi were here, they would be on the front lines themselves, leading us all to victory. But Lord Sun Chen has promised nothing more than to guard our backs. That may be a wise decision as a commander, but will the soldiers of Wu accept it?
I wonder. Lord Sun Quan, many of our men have expressed their dissatisfaction with our strategy for the next battle. They are wondering if the leadership of the Sun clan plans to sit back and watch as they risk their lives fighting.
I suppose I cannot avoid such doubts, but I devised this plan personally, after much consideration.
And I will be leading our troops into battle myself. I am a lady of the House of Sun. I will not be accused of inaction in the face of danger. My brother will be watching over us all as our commander. His role will be to keep a close eye on our situation in battle.
No amount of explaining will put everyone's mind at ease. I am who I am. I will never replace my father or my brother in the way you all expect. So, I will have to prove my strength with my own actions and achievements. I want you to trust me just this once. I swear that I will lead you to victory in this battle.
Well then, let us see what you can do.
Let's begin.
Listen up, Hi.
Now then.
It is I, Sun Shang, the Bow Maiden.
Don't let me down now. The death of my brother has shaken the foundations of the kingdom. That is why now, more than ever, we must put down this rebellion. I will need help from all of you to make things right. Rest assured that I too will be doing all in my power to fulfill my duty.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Now! I'll lead the charge. Everyone, follow me!
Let's go! So, how exactly are we going to win this? I can't wait to see how this one plays out.
Charging at the enemy's front line head-on is the kind of fighting the Sun family is known for. But she really takes it a bit too far.
All right, they're through. Close the gate!
Prepare
Looks like they're trying to divide our forces.
This is a little unsettling, but we can't let fear blind us. For now,
The
we
enemy
need to face
officer
forward and keep
has been
going.
defeated. There they are, just as we planned.
Now let your arrows fall upon them like rain.
Cutting off our retreat so they can pick us off from afar. So this was their plan.
Looking rough.
We don't have to sit here and wait for them to shoot us. Everyone, charge forth without fear. Don't be cowed by the enemy.
The enemy
Our
officer
siege battalion has
been
encountered
defeated.
enemy resistance. We must break through enemy lines and rush to their aid. Forward march! Sacred Bird protect us. This area is under my control.
All my might. Let's give it to them. Let's give it to them.
rough. It's territory. The enemy officer has been defeated. Rough. Whoa. I've been waiting for this. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go. So soon, I couldn't fulfill my duty.
Yes! Lord Sun Quan has saved us. Once again, he has read the battlefield accurately.
Commence the advance!
Oh, I see a chance to advance here. Now, onward! Start the advance!
Here we go!
Go on! The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer
find a way to get on
has been
top.
defeated. Looking rough.
I have defeated an enemy officer. It seems this gate is closed tight. Looks like we're going to have to bust in with a ram.
We're going to take control of each critical location as planned. We have to establish a foothold for the siege. Begin the advance. We have our foothold, but there are still too many enemy soldiers. If we brought out the ram now, they'll destroy it easily. What we need to do now is keep taking the enemy's strongholds. We have to reduce their numbers to ensure the safety of this area.
There we go.
This path leads behind the castle. We keep going this way.
Yes, we can attack the enemy from behind. Let us attack the castle separately from the rest of our forces.
enemy officer has been defeated.
Draws here.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
On my mark. Did I think this?
The enemy officer.
Proper strategy can overcome any obstacle.
So you rats are trying to get inside this way too? So predictable.
Reporting! There's fierce fighting brewing on the eastern side of the battlefield.
Luther, time to act. Decided to join the siege. I'll draw the enemy to me, while the ram is prepared.
And you will be sending the current siege battalion to the east. I think you've made the right choice.
Forward march!
The enemy officer
really think that's
has been
enough
defeated.
to stop us.
All that's left is to scatter
The enemy officer
our path.
has been defeated.
What would Sun Tzu
The enemy
have done
officer
in this
has
situation?
been defeated.
He probably would have gone east, perhaps even alone. But Lord Sun Quan is different. He consulted with others and made a prudent decision. He values the lives of his people and does all he can to keep them safe. That is what makes him fit to rule our kingdom.
Everyone listen! As of now, I am taking over the siege. I want you all to march east. Join forces with our allies there. To attack the enemy from behind.
The enemy officer
Sometimes we must adjust our plans to suit the circumstances. You've made a great decision. I have no objections. We will head east. Begin the advance.
Now my power alone is insufficient for a comeback.
You're a true warrior of the three kingdoms.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this.
This territory. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Looking rough. I'm falling back for now. I must leave the rest to you.
That it.
Let's go.
The battle is more intense than I anticipated, but I will continue to fight. Without complaint.
Well, this is bad. If someone doesn't get here fast, we're done for.
I will slay as many officers as necessary to fulfill my duties.
Looking rough. This territory now is ours.
But don't let up.
This officer bows before the might of the Sun family.
I just don't make enemy officers like they used to.
Let's go.
Good. This land is ours.
All right, let's start getting the ram ready. We'll stand our ground here and keep the enemy at bay.
This
Will someone please notice me? I need help!
This is not working
The
out.
enemy officer
My training
has been defeated.
Looks like I owe you one. Just for today, you'll have a reprieve for my criticism.
All right. The ram looks ready. My lord, we await your orders.
Now is the time to break down the castle gate and finish this fight! Charge!
Excellent timing. Do you mind lending me a hand?
Attack.
He understands that what wins the
enemy
day
officer
isn't sheer brute
has been defeated.
but using every soldier and every opportunity to their full potential. And blessed with a great leader, this victory will be our way of showing our gratitude. Commence the advance!
You are a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms! Now!
I think this... The enemy officer has been defeated. An opening. This territory is ours. Time to act.
Believe in your cause! Superb fighting.
The enemy officer
important quality
has been
what
defeated.
gain the trust of all.
I'll give you the honor of it. Great destruction! Time to end this! Did I think this?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
They're coming in through the front gate. We don't stop them.
They're pushing through the front gate. Let's take advantage of this momentum!
The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
I, Taishitsu, have defeated the enemy!
What? That gate has been breached? How? We had countermeasures in place!
Slay as many officers as necessary to fulfill my duty.
Another one falls behind me.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Swan Chuen! How did a fledgling like you outsmart me? You're right. I am just a fledgling. That's why you need to remember this. Today, you were defeated not by me, but by the kingdom of U, and all the hopes and bonds of its people. Looking rough. I'm afraid not. The enemy officer has been defeated. I challenge you to battle. Prepare yourself. Sacred for seconds. Worthy adversary indeed. The enemy officer has been defeated. Get ready. Well done. You performed admirably. Time to act. Here! This officer bows before the might of the Sun family. I can't believe this! The enemy officer has been defeated. So I failed. We did it. Thanks, everyone. Father. Brother. I think I can see it now. The kingdom that I must create. Listen up, everyone. As you all know, I do not have the skill in battle or the mind for strategy that made you respect my brother and my father. I don't have the strength or the courage to lead the charge. Sword in hand, to clear our path forward myself. However, I have my own way of fighting, and that is what will allow me to lead you all to victory. Our path forward will not open before a single hero leading the charge. It will be the combined strength of all who reside in the Kingdom of U. That incredible force will carry us into a glorious new future. That is how U will fight together and thrive together from now on.
There are those who fight boldly on the front lines, and those who valiantly guard our backs. We cannot win if either force is missing. You will all come to understand that very clearly in this battle.
In this kingdom, and in this army, no one is without a purpose. Each and every one of you is irreplaceable, like family. I trust that everyone will contribute to U in their own unique way. Please, all of you, lend me your strength.
Are you seeing this, my friend? Your little brother might just achieve even greater things than you did.
The battle to restore order in Lujiang ended very favorably.
It was all thanks to Lord Sun Quan discovering his own strengths. He has brought our forces closer together than ever before. And I'm sure this will help to crush the ambitions of those who are looking to stir up trouble in the kingdom.
You still have Cao Cao's meddling to contend with, but this is wonderful news.
Quite. And it certainly doesn't hurt to have a steady flow of incoming talent like yourself.
Oh, I wouldn't consider myself talented. I still have much to learn, which I plan to remedy with rigorous study.
That's what I'd like to hear. The future of U is secure with you, Wei Meng. Now, about our next battle.
I think with the momentum we have now, the time is right. We should march on Jing and avenge Lord Sun Jian by defeating Huangzu. If we can all rally behind the same goal and unite as one to achieve it, our bonds with each other will grow even stronger.
There are certainly many among us who desire revenge on him. Whatever the case, we cannot take this plan any further on our own. We should first ask Lord Sun Quan for his judgment on the matter.
They want to take down Huangzu.
It's just an idea being discussed for now. I figured this would be a good time to hear everyone's thoughts on the matter.
Not even Lord Sun Cao was able to avenge the death of Lord Sun Jian. We're certainly able and willing to do it now, but...
Is there something worrying you, Father?
No, I just thought it was a bit too soon to stir up trouble. But if this is what Lord Sun Quan desires, then we will respect his wishes.
I too agree with the decision to attack Huangzu. I imagine that Lord Sun Quan also wishes to claim Jing for himself before Cao Cao is able to get his hands on it. But avenging one's father is a very noble pursuit in and of itself. Succeeding will likely earn Lord Sun Quan a great deal of renown.
Ling Cao, you have been blessed with a very bright son. I envy you. Ling Tong, I'm sure you'll grow into an indispensable officer for U. I hope to see great things from you. And with that, I will take my leave. I still need to discuss this with everyone else.
Ling Tong, I don't want to see you letting all that praise go to your head. You must always act with awareness of your own standing.
We will do all that is necessary in the service of the House of Sun. That is our duty. Never forget that.
You don't need to tell me these things, Father. I'm not a child anymore.
Well...
Looks like Lord Zhou Yu's busier than ever. I sure hope he's not tiring himself out.
We'll get to see Lord Sun So again, right, Mom? Yes, I'm sure, honey. And even if we don't...
I have heard you all. Your dreams for the Kingdom of U and your regrets at the loss of my father. Your thoughts on these matters have convinced me to mount this attack. In fact, They have made me believe that an attack is absolutely necessary.
But we haven't even established peace within our own borders yet. Obsessing over revenge, while ignoring the unrest brewing in our own kingdom, will bring nothing but needless bloodshed.
Of course, I do not intend to ignore our domestic affairs, which is why I will be leaving some of our most reliable officers here in Wu. Chengpu, Handong, and Huanggai. Make good use of Taishi Ci, Zhoutai, and their men to guard the kingdom. It pains me not to bring you into battle against Huangzu, given that you served since my father's day.
Lord Sun Quan, do not trouble yourself over our feelings. As your loyal officers, fulfilling our duty to you is our only desire.
You've made this decision based on your trust in our abilities. That makes it much harder to reject your request.
Forgive me. I know I ask too much of all of you. Please take good care of everyone while we are away.
We'll get to see Lord Sun Ce again, right, Mom?
Lord Handong does so much.
The path we must walk is set. Onward, everyone! Got this! Take this! With all my might. Amazing! You are
The
a
enemy
swift
officer
and deadly warrior.
has been defeated.
Let's go. Halt! We must assess the situation. This is our chance. Break the enemy formation with an ambush. Take this! Let's go. Looking rough.
Infested. The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
Yangtze's been busy these days, with even more military.
With all my might. Let's go. All my might. I can't believe the enemy officer has been defeated.
Perfect timing. I was looking for an opportunity to test my new tactics.
Take it! Let's go. All my might. Can't believe the enemy officer has been defeated. Take this! With all my might. All my might. You bastard. The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is ours. Take this.
There we go!
Counterattack! Can't believe this. The enemy officer has been defeated. Take this! Take this! Concentrate! The enemy officer has been defeated.
At last, our battle with Huangzu is nigh. As I am sure you are aware, he is responsible for Lord Sun Jian's death. You could say that he is the sworn enemy of the House of Sun. Not even the renowned Sun Ce was able to slay him. You should be wary of the dangers this battle presents. My apologies for the needless reminder. There are rumors going around lately that he has managed to recruit a hero renowned in Jing. I believe his name was Gan Ning. This battle is, in essence, a fight to bring unity to the Sun clan. I do not want any of us to die needlessly. I will do everything in my power to prevent that, of course, but I want you to keep a close eye on everyone as well. Let's begin. Now then.
As you wish.
Yes.
I'm grateful.
Aye.
My wisdom shall bring victory to us all.
Don't let me down now. Huang Zu killed my father and stood against my brother. But this time, we will make him pay for what he has done. Let's go.
The enemy officer has been
to
defeated.
capture enemy bases on the way to the stronghold. Our foe is a fierce one. Remain ever vigilant.
I shall put an end to you with my intellect. Please talk. Are you ready?
Remember the plan. We're going after Huang Zu before our main force clashes with the enemy.
I am ready, Father. It is an honor to be entrusted with a task so important to Wu. Show them what we're made of.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Looking rough.
They're cautiously pushing their front line forward. It seems the tactics of Wu have changed once more. And we will strike them where they are weak. Focus your attacks on the slower units first. Break them! Begin advancing! Now's the time!
They changed their strategy to counter our formation.
The enemy
Huang Zu
officer
will certainly
has
be
been
difficult
defeated.
to defeat. They will surely have a plan to defend themselves too. We'll just have to be extra careful as we move forward.
Boat is what you're at. Did you really think I would just let you take it?
Prepare for pain!
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
This territory is ours.
Defeated the enemy officer!
With all my might.
enemy officer has been defeated. Take that! The enemy officer has been defeated. Take that! Take that! Take that! This territory is ours. Take this! Looking rough. Let's go.
That an officer? You must be kidding! Now!
Time to act.
Take this!
Take this!
Good eye!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Okay. This area belongs to us now. Our enemies fell to my incredible might.
Defeated the enemy officer!
Now! Everyone attack at once!
Ambush. Here. Damn. She's gonna slow us down.
There they are! Archers! Loose!
I figured they would be expecting us. Let's deal with this quickly.
We're not about to let the Sun clan lay waste to Jing. Come on! Our
The enemy
target is
officer
Sun Quan!
has been defeated.
Begin the advance!
This appears to be as far as we go.
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
Take that!
Oh my might!
Good eye! The enemy officer has been defeated.
Your aid is truly welcome. I reckon we are all in your debt now.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
We have to fight our way to the enemy's main force. With all my might.
So you've come. Sorry, but your help is needed here.
Time to act.
The resistance is futile.
All my might.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Proper strategy can overcome any obstacle.
Looking rough. Prepare yourself, Huang Su. The fangs of Wu are snapping at your throat. Where did they come from?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this! Let's go!
This clever beast reached me quickly. I need to buy myself some time.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Gone me. They're all yours.
This will do it.
Time to attack.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Over you here!
You've done very well. It's good to know I can count on you.
Huangzu, you coward! I will slay here and now! Now is tough, no matter how you slice it.
Not so fast. The only one you're fighting here is me.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Pretty good.
Take this!
I won't hold back now. Might end up killing me if I do.
He's too powerful. There we go. You must flee.
Failure. The enemy officer has been defeated.
The resistance is futile.
This turn for the worse is ours. I must think of something quickly.
Father. Father!
Oh, so you're his son. If you want your revenge, come and get it. Being hated comes with the territory.
Damn it all. Am I not yet strong enough to defeat this monster? I must flee. Flee to fight another day. Now, next time we meet,
the enemy officer
I will defeat
has
you.
been defeated.
Looks like I'm the subject of yet another troublesome grudge. But that's what war is all about. You'll understand soon enough.
Reporting! Lord Ling Cao has fallen in battle! Huangzu has fled!
What? I've underestimated them. Even though I knew how fierce Huangzu could be. But if we turn back now, the enemy will attack us from behind. We must bring down their officers and finish this fight here and now!
Got you!
Well, let's give it another go, shall we? Come on, you scoundrels! Advance!
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
We have
the enemy officer has been defeated.
We must make the most of this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Now release! Take their legs out from under them!
So it's an ambush, is it? Such infuriating curse!
So, those soldiers we ran into earlier came from this ship. If we go back the way they came, we'll be able to attack the enemy at their camp.
With all my might.
Pushing too far here will not benefit us. I will retreat for now.
I can't believe
the enemy officer has been defeated.
Take that!
Rough. Now's the time! Let's give it to them! Let's go!
All right, we pulled through.
The enemy officer
Let's continue
has
our
been
advance
defeated.
to their stronghold! Let's go!
Begin the advance!
I'm sorry. I don't know if I can keep going.
All right, we made it. Come on, you scoundrels. Let's raise some hell. Advance. You've made it far. You've got spirit. I'll give you that.
Hunter attack!
Bring him down.
Take this! Take that! With all my might. Take this! Take this! Take that! Let's go! Take this! Don't get overpowered! Easy. Now, take it! With all my might. End this!
I lost.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I don't think I ruffled quite enough feathers, but at least I slowed them down. Look alive, you louts! We're getting out of here!
I had no idea Huang Zu had such a mighty officer under his command.
We must regroup and pursue Huang Zu. Reporting! Urgent news from headquarters! Shan-Yue uprisings are erupting across the land! Your presence is desperately needed, my lord!
It's just as I feared. It's a shame for us to lose this chance, but needs must. Return to base! It fills my heart with shame, but we have no choice. We're taking our troops home. Prepare for an immediate retreat!
Sir! Lord Sun Quan, please wait! We can't pull our troops out now! We're here to slay Huan Zu. We have not yet accomplished that. If you leave now, your father's death will have been in vain!
No. As the leader of the House of Sun, I cannot allow the rebellion of Shan-Yue to go on.
But I still haven't slain my father's killer. Lord Sun Quan, are you not also fighting to avenge your father's death?
Yes, I am. I despise Huang Zu. My hatred for him is just as strong as the rage you feel for the one who killed your father. And yet, remember what we have come here to accomplish. What would my father, my brother, and Ling Cao really ask of us? Should we relentlessly pursue their killers in a fit of rage? Only to return home to find the kingdom of Wu overrun by the Shan-Yue?
That isn't...
How could I ever face my father or my brother if I allowed such a thing to happen? We will withdraw for now, Ling Tong. I know someone as clever as you can see the wisdom in that.
Father...
Our officers are limiting their ability to mobilize, but there are still uprisings all across the kingdom. They seem to be centered around Kuei-ji.
It seems that leaving the kingdom in your hands in anticipation of such a calamity was an excellent decision on my part. To stop this chaos from spreading any further, we must eliminate the Shan Yue. I am counting on all of you.
I am at your command.
I'd like to agree with your judgment here. But are you sure this is the right decision, Lord Sun Quan? I guess, if there ever was a time to speak my mind, it's right now. Driving out the Shan Yue won't bring an end to the fighting.
What do you mean, Huang Gai?
During the reign of Lord Sun Ce, I was tasked with negotiating with the Shan Yue. I spoke with them directly, and we even drank together as friends. Lord Sun Quan, if you tried to get to know them better, you would understand. The Shan Yue are just like the people of Wu at heart. They live just as we do. They love their families in the same way. And like us, they will pick up weapons to protect their homeland. And right now, you're trying to suppress them by force and threatening to take away all that they love. I don't think you will ever be able to bring a true end to the Shan Yue uprisings with that approach.
Some of what you say does ring true, but whatever the circumstances, they have come to attack Wu and are therefore not worthy of mercy. They are a threat to our kingdom.
Tell us, Lord Huang Gai, what exactly would you have us do? Are we to hand over all of the territory conquered by our previous leaders? I don't think any of us would find that even remotely acceptable.
I will take some time to consider our approach to dealing with the Shan Yue. But whatever we ultimately do, we cannot ignore those who have become victims of this conflict through no fault of their own. If only for their sake, we should prepare to establish our presence on the battlefield.
I wonder, just how handsome is this officer with the clear-eyed gaze that everyone talks about?
We'll get to see Lord Sun Ce again, right, Mom? Yes, I'm sure, honey. And even if we don't, I know he'll be watching over us.
Looks like Lord Zhou Yu's busier than ever. I sure hope he's not tiring himself out.
I heard Lord Huang Gai raised objections against fighting the Shan Yue. He even had a bit of an argument with Lord Zhou Yu earlier. Why would he ever even think such a thing, let alone say it out loud?
Who knows? In my opinion, there was no reason to give up our chance to kill Huanzu if we weren't even going to fight this battle on our own land. But Lord Huang Gai has long served the Sun clan. I don't think he would suggest such a thing based on emotion alone.
I really want to believe that, but there are many strange rumors going around about Lord Huang Gai. Some of them even go back to the days of Lord Sun Jian.
Rumors?
Yeah, like the one about how he isn't satisfied serving the House of Sun, or the one about him being with Lord Sun Jian when he passed.
Lord Huqi, you would do well not to speak so carelessly. But if those rumors are really spreading among our ranks, I think it might be worth reporting them to Louis Meng and the others.
people of Wu have spent a long time risking their lives to protect the innocent from Shan Yue's aggression. And after all that, they are suddenly told to treat them as equals. It is only natural that such strange rumors would spread among them.
That may be the case, but it doesn't mean Huang Gai intended to cause harm with his suggestion.
For my part, there is much in Huang Gai's plan regarding the Shan Yue that I cannot agree with. But it is not prudent for everyone to fawn over the opinion of a single man. Someone must speak out as he did for there to be a proper discussion.
But won't letting these rumors spread among our ranks affect the morale of our soldiers? After all, we even had to give up our defeating Huanzu, only to find ourselves waiting around back in Wu.
What are your thoughts on the matter? We are all finding Lord Huang Gai's idea very difficult to accept.
Then we have no more to discuss. All that's left is to let Lord Sun Quan think of his own solution and bring it to us. We have a duty to offer our Lord our opinions so that he can make better judgments. If you still take issue with Huang Gai's stance, even after taking that into account, go and debate him one-on-one.
Right. I'm sure Lord Suan Chuen himself would prefer an open and honest approach in this situation.
There's been no end to the arguing, has there? You seem tired out by it as well.
The simple fact is that there are now many more people in Wu. It's inevitable that disagreements will arise. Debating what's right will not provide any answers, because what is right depends entirely upon each individual's beliefs. However, a ruler must possess the ability to unite those ideas about what is right into a single force. This has made things several degrees more difficult for Lord Sun Quan, and for us who assist him, compared to the days of Sun Ce's rule.
I know. I get worried sometimes. Worried that our kingdom might crumble from infighting. I believe in Chuen and every one of you, of course. It's just that we seem to have become so disunited. I wonder, what would Father and Suo have done?
The living cannot speak for the dead. But if one were to imagine what their approach would have been, they might not have done anything, and just watched.
Done nothing?
Sometimes, after a clash of opinions between many different people, a new solution to the problem becomes evident. That was something both Lord Sun Jian and Sun Ce knew well and appreciated. And that is why I don't feel concerned. In fact, Lord Sun Quan's approach may be even better at building a consensus than that of his predecessors. As one of Wu's strategists, it is my duty to believe in him, and also in myself, so that we may devise ways to win any battle.
My brothers have been truly lucky to have had you as their advisor, Zhou Yu. I know it is way past due, but please allow me to thank you.
You give me too much credit, Princess. I'm here because I chose to be by their side. Let's begin. Now then.
No.
Right.
Yes.
It is I, Sun Shang, the Bow Maiden.
Don't let me down now.
There's still so much unrest in these lands. We cannot avert our eyes from the truth. We must also quell the rebellion. If we want to discover what kind of kingdom we should
The enemy officer has been defeated.
An expedition's advance.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Onward, everyone! We march at once! Amazing! We cannot succeed.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
No matter how many times they knock us down, we will always rise again. For this very land is our foundation.
I will be the light that guides you all. Always at the vanguard. Always striving to be the strongest.
Our kingdom cannot
The enemy
exist if we
officer
fail to win
has been
the
defeated.
hearts of the Shan youth. Unification of the land cannot be achieved by force alone, after all.
Commence the advance!
With all my might.
We fight! We are not giving up. Not here.
Looking rough.
We keep going.
This is tough. No matter how you slice it.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
We better get our pace back.
Let's go. Take this!
Did you run in looking for fame? We have spotless. Time to attack. All my might.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
This territory is ours. Bring him down. All my might. Time to act.
Shan Yu, please lay down your weapon. I wish there to be no more bloodshed between us. I, Wang Gai, assure you that all your basic needs shall be met. The leader of Wu has also agreed to this arrangement. So, please.
You kneel and lower your head before us? You are as noble as they say, Lord Huangai. We will hear your offer.
This is the extent of my influence. I haven't gained the trust of the other chieftains yet.
Situation. The enemy officer
Reporting!
has been defeated.
Enemy forces are advancing on our position from the south!
I suppose we should consider ourselves lucky that we saw them coming.
Let's go.
Very well. Prepare an ambush to strike them just as they arrive.
The garrison seems to be drawing enemies towards it. We can pick them off here. Begin the advance.
Rough. So, Lord Huang Gai has convinced the Shan Yue soldiers to leave. He has truly won their hearts.
Take this!
Looking rough. But his actions were reckless. I'll have to remind him to be more careful later.
We made it! Now it's our turn to join the fray!
March forward!
ambush here? Still, I cannot allow myself to be distracted from my task.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Oh, damn it. Our efforts weren't enough.
How am I getting cornered? Seriously?
I challenge you to battle. Prepare yourself.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Nice try.
Take this.
There we go.
Take this. I know how to get the job done with all my might. We cannot go on then. I leave the rest in your hands.
My strength was not enough.
Proper strategy can overcome any obstacle.
Nice try.
Where did I go?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Things are proceeding well. Keep it up.
Forgive me. I must retreat for now.
You're a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
My power alone is insufficient for a comeback.
Let's go.
They won't take me down that easily.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go. Charge! This land belongs to us! Bring down the intruder, Swan Chuen!
Begin advancing!
Now's the time!
I know how to get the job done.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
My power alone is insufficient for a comeback.
The enemy officer.
But they won't take me down that easily.
Looking rough. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Charge! This land belongs to us! Bring down the intruder, Sun Quan!
Begin advancing!
The limit of my ability. Father, brother, forgive me.
Now's the time! I know how to get the job done. My power alone is insufficient for a comeback. I have failed. Damn it all.
This is tough, but they won't take me down that easily.
I know how to get the job done.
I knew you'd come help. I'm glad I believed in you.
Charge! This land belongs to us! Bring down the intruder, Sun Quan!
Begin advancing!
Oh, this is bad. If someone doesn't get here fast, we're done for.
Time to attack!
Take this!
This territory is ours.
The tide has turned in our favor. All forces advance on the enemy. This is our chance to cut through their ranks. Forward march!
go.
Let's go.
I know how to get the job done. Will someone please notice me? I need help! Loose! All my might! With all my might! The enemy officer has been defeated. All my might!
Impressive, as always.
The enemy officer
There's a lot I can learn from
has
you.
been defeated. Let's go.
How graceful you were.
The enemy officer has been
I
defeated.
can't help but gaze at your feet.
Let's go. Now. Whoa. Take this. Looking rough. Time to act. With all my might. This territory is ours. Let's go.
Perfect timing. I was looking for an opportunity to test my new tactics.
Looking rough.
It ends here.
You're done! Time to attack! The enemy officer
shall return after reviewing my strategy.
The end of the rebellion is in sight. Everyone, keep fighting through to the end!
Attack.
has been defeated.
Mountain dwellers of old, do not perish in vain. Flee now. Leave the rest of this battle to me.
It's become foggy here. March cautiously, everyone.
The loss of Sunsa has not deterred you from your quest to rule by force. So be it. I will eliminate another leader of Wu.
Let's go.
I've lost sight of the others. This fog is very strange. No good can come of this.
I have a really bad feeling about this. Where do you think my brother has gone?
There you are, Zuluan. You're hell-bent on standing in my way, aren't you? Then, let's go. You'd best be prepared to fight. This is our destiny as guardians of peace. You thought Sunsa would rise to greatness. Now he is dead. So why do you continue to fight for Wu?
Let's go.
Are you merely clinging to the strongest leader you can? Trading your free will for the right to oppress the weak?
My last.
Why don't you remember? How can you? Do you mean to kill me, Zuluan? It would be a fitting end. But first, there's one thing I never could understand. After this, I will ask nothing more. So tell me, with the little conqueror slain, Wu has lost all of its heroes. Those left are no longer capable of heroism. They simply wield their strength as their lord commands. In spite of this, you follow the path of Wu. For what, and for whom, do you fight? So you believe that Sun Quan can unite the world in peace? Do you really think he has what it takes to achieve such a feat? We've always lived as dogs on the leash of tyranny, forced to partake in slaughter after slaughter for what is said to be some great cause. The screams of those who fell at our hands, the grief of the villagers. Surely even you have heard the pain we left in our wake. And yet, you still shamelessly cling to the powers that bind you. I have nothing left to say to you. Hurry up and kill me.
No, do not kill him.
Sun Quan.
It's just as you say. There are no heroes in Wu. I'll never be anywhere near as great as my father and brother. And on my own, I'd be lucky to be able to protect myself, let alone bring prosperity to an entire kingdom under my rule. However,
I am not alone. I'm surrounded by people of wisdom and bravery. And I know that together, we can accomplish anything. This might seem like a ploy to win you over, but all who reside in our kingdom support each other as a family. And together, we will be a force for good, bringing peace to our world. That is my dream for the future of Wu.
You dare say such things after how brutally you crushed the Shan Yue. You are arrogant beyond redemption.
Yes, I suspected you might say as much. Bai Luan, was it? Just watch and you'll see. I will make every last member of the Shan Yue, and even you, into heroes who fight for peace.
You've allowed me into your leader's tent without restraints? What are you thinking? Hurry up and kill us. You needn't spare anyone. I would rather even our children be put to death than raised under the oppression of Ooh.
Oppression? I do not intend to oppress anybody.
Even if that is true, you have defeated us and are trying to control us through force. That is a fact. There can be no lasting peace between your people and mine. We are too different to coexist in the same territory.
According to who? Is that meant to be self-evident? Or do you claim it based on historical precedent? Either way, that goes against my wishes.
Your wishes?
What I wish for is a kingdom where all those who live in Jiangdong respect and help one another. I do not intend to force anything upon the Shanyue, so long as you do not point your blades at us. In fact, I want to learn from your wisdom. We do not know how to survive in the wilderness as you do.
How self-centered. You can speak of ideals all you like, but there are many whose anger will not be placated.
I am willing to bear the brunt of all their discontent. For all my other failings as a leader, I can at least do that. Let's end this strife between the Shanyue and Wu. Starting today, we shall be one, living alongside and helping one another.
Your desire for peace appears to be genuine.
It is. And you should know that once I form an agreement, I ensure it is honored. There will be no chance to withdraw.
Not so weak-willed after all. Now, you have me curious about this Wu you dream of. But if you ever make another attempt to oppress us...
I am aware. I will do everything I can to maintain your trust.
Striving for peace. Anyone from a lord to a peasant may be called a hero. He has forged alliances not only with his clan's bitter foes of old, the Shanyue, but even with me. It's impressive, I admit. That's Sun Quan. He's an interesting man. More capable than I thought he might be, at least. He has not the bravery of Sun Qian or Sun Ce, but I see why you were drawn to him. When you decided to place your faith in the hero of the Sun clan, I thought for sure you were mistaken. But in spite of everything you forgot, I suppose your memories of Juha were enough to guide you down the right path. I did? That seems doubtful. Zuluan, you must use your unique skills to help your lord and save all those who are suffering amidst the chaos. If Sun Quan ever errs in his ways, correct them. If you fail to do so, I shall do my duty as a guardian of peace and punish you both. I will not walk alongside you. After all, is it not the role of a guardian of peace to keep watch over the powerful from the shadows and ensure that they do not go astray?
Those who have been long divided must unite, while those who have been long united must diverge. Thus has it always been for empires and their people alike. Guardian of peace, the time has come to part ways. One will champion heroes, striving to bring peace to the world. The other will lurk in the shadows, keeping the heroes true to their path. That is the new way of the Guardians of Peace. And thus shall our purpose be fulfilled. This is the last time I appear before you. Well, it is said that the founders of our order were mystical beings. That they had the faces of children, with hair as white as snow, and eyes as blue as the surface of a frozen lake. And that no number of years could ever age them. Zuluan, you must go now. Let your eyes guide you along your true path, and carry all that has been entrusted to you.
Well...
I hear many of the Shan Yue have surrendered to Wu, and it appears things have remained peaceful.
Surprising, given how deep their animosity was. Is this a testament to Lord Xuan Chuan's skills, or...
He only agreed to peace, because in a fit of temper, I suggested I'd have no part in a war against them.
You call that a fit? But looking back on Lord Sun Quan's words, I feel that this may have been the right choice.
Hold on, there's one thing I need to say before we end the conversation. Huang Gai, don't you think you've been stealing all the attention lately?
That may be so, but it seems that this time I've stood out in a negative way. My words and actions have created a rift in the kingdom, and I must accept responsibility for that. Even so, I don't intend to stop voicing my opinions, because that type of open discussion is what we should strive to achieve in Wu. If for some reason my voice is ever silenced, then...
Hey, stop with that nonsense, Huang Gai. Remember, what must you do above all else? Lord Sun Quan has entrusted you with governing Shangyue. That's a major task you ought to focus on.
Right. Stop being so gloomy about everything, or you'll make Zhou Yu irritable again. Talk? I've been pretty negative myself.
You're right. I have duties I ought to be focusing on before anything else.
Looks like Lord Zhou Yu's busier than ever. I sure hope he's not tiring himself out.
I wonder just how handsome is this officer with...